Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I am Aileen. I'm a homeschool mom of 4 living in Northern California. I also run a food blog and I'm a cookbook author of 2 cookbooks with one more ready to get released in August. So today I thought that I would just share a homeschool recap with you guys specifically on family studies. So when I say family studies, I mean curriculum and things that we study together as a family. My kiddos that are school age are in 5th grade, 3rd grade, and kindergarten. So there are obviously subjects that we don't study together, specifically math and language arts, but everything else I really try and lump together and teach them together as a family. So I want to go over what we chose this year, how it went, what I thought, and just share it with you. And then if you have any questions, just let me know in the comments and I'll try and address them. Okay, so the first thing I want to go over is the stuff that we start our morning with in our morning time. Okay, so the first thing that we usually do is our calendar book, which is this right here. I got this from Rainbow Resource and I want to say they were like $5, really inexpensive. There's one for each kid. And there's every single month you track a different part of the weather. So for this one, it was whether it was cloudy or sunny. That was for January. There's an optional coloring page. And then there are some questions to answer at the bottom that we do at the beginning of each month. So the beginning of each month, they'll fill out their calendar and answer these questions. So which January is which month, how many days are in January, and which season. And then when they're done tracking for the month, we get to go in the back and do graphing, which is really what sold me on this because it just looks so cool. Every month is a different graph. So here's January's. Again, we tracked cloudy days, sunny days, and partially cloudy days. And then let's see if I can find one from last year. Okay, so high temperatures again, but it's a different type of graph. So every month was a different type of graph, which was really cool for introducing graphing to my younger ones and just continuing on it with my older one who already knew what to do, but he really enjoyed this. It's really quick, 5 minutes a day, except for at the end of the month when we're doing our graphing and then setting up our next month. That usually takes about 30 minutes, but that's only once a month. So we would start with this, and then after we did our calendar book every day, we did traveling the states. I have the student book here. I misplaced my teacher's manual, so I can't show that to you, but this is from the Waldock Way, and this was probably my favorite thing from our family studies this year. So every time we did this, we did it like 2 to 3 times a week, we would learn about a different state, and we did it in alphabetical order, but you could do it in statehood as well if you wanted. So here's Colorado. There's a coloring page that includes some of the state birds and trees and flowers. And then you can color in the map. There's a state profile, which I would usually have my kids fill out. My 5th grader would fill it all out. My kindergartner would maybe do one thing, and my 3rd grader was kind of in between. She really got into it and finished the page almost every day as we went through the school year. And then on the back, you can also draw pictures of their state flower, state tree, and state bird. Along with this, Jessica from the Waldock Way put together a really great list of videos. So although I misplaced my teacher manual, I just pulled it up on my phone and there was like a link and a QR code. And our favorite part was watching the YouTube videos every day. She also had a list of recommended books. She had games in there. There's a lot of things that you can add to this. And we did add a few other items into our 50 states study that I'll share. I'll probably dig deeper in another video because there was a lot that we added, and this was just such a fun and meaningful study that I highly recommend it. So we loved this. Next is poetry memorization. So this is from R.E.A.L, and there's different levels. We just started on level 1. So every week or so, you start by learning a poem and memorizing it. And they're really short to begin. Ooey gooey, celery. These are like 4 lines. Really short, easy to memorize. And as we added new poems to our memorization, we still would recite the original poems we memorized every time to commit them to memory. And this was really fun. My kids will recite some of the poems just for fun, random times throughout the day. And then we also, as a bonus, they have poems memorized for our poetry tea time that we do a few times a year. So this is from IEW, and we are just barely into it. So we'll definitely continue this next year. For history this year, we did a United States study. So we used History Quest United States, which is relatively new from History Quest, which is Pandia Quest that puts out History Quest. So we have the book and the study manual. And in this book, you read one chapter a week and one history hop a week. So the chapter will cover something like colonization, the Civil War, and then they also go over the branches of government. So each week is a chapter on a different focus, and then you go on a history hop, which is a story about you going back in time and meeting someone from history. And what I really love about this study is it's easy to digest, it's a fun and easy read, it's relatively quick, and it also brings together a lot of different voices. So there's women in here that you meet, there's people of color, there's Indigenous people. So we've enjoyed this a lot. They do have quite a few activities and recipes that go with it. We didn't do everything. We primarily did their map work and their travel logs, which you would talk about who you met in your history hop on your travel log. And then that was pretty much all we did. My only complaint about this is I wish they had the audiobook ready. I wish they had released the audiobook when they released this, and they didn't. It's still not out, but I look forward to trying some of their other history options that do have audiobooks, just because that's my jam. So that was for history. We're almost finished with this, but we will finish it this year, and we've been doing that the whole year. Now moving on to science. We did do a few different things for science this year. So in the fall, early winter, we did the ocean unit study from the Waldock Way. This one was really, really fun. She had a lot of different options for activities. So here's like filling in the different body parts. Let's see if I can find something else. She had lots and lots of coloring pages, write-ups on everything. So we would read the write-up, watch her included videos, because again, I really love the YouTube videos that Jessica from the Waldock Way puts together. And then she did also have like some science projects in here too. Let me see if I can find one. Oh, I can't find one, and then she also did have mazes sometimes as well, and word searches. So this was a really fun curriculum. It took us like 2 to 3 months. And then at the end, I had each kid pick a favorite sea animal and do like a report on it, where they did a poster board and they printed out pictures, and I kind of just let them have free reign and do what they wanted, do as little or as much with it as they wanted. So that was really fun. So that was the ocean study. Now my plan after the ocean study was to do the space unit study from the Waldock Way, but I just wanted to try something different. So we've been pulling the videos from this study, but haven't been using this primarily. Our science for, I guess we'll say the second semester, has been Astronomy 1. This is from Pandia Press, the same makers that did History Quest. And I really like this one because it's got enough fun hands-on stuff that interests my kindergartner, but it also goes in depth enough for my 5th grader. And you know, as he gets older and goes into middle school, I really have to be thinking about things that are going to reach him as well, while also keeping it fun for my littler one. So this was a really nice balance. They had we're not done with it, but so far they've had lots of really cool hands-on projects. And they also have like some movement activities in here, which was really good if you have like a kinesthetic learner. There were, you know, things where we would practice like how planets rotate around the sun and the moon going around the earth, and just moving our bodies around and using a lamp. And it was just really, really fun. So we're really enjoying this one as well. So that's it for our family studies this year. Overall, I've really enjoyed everything. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Bye.